What's going on, everyone? Welcome back. I hope everybody's having a great day. Folks, this is the second part to Neptune's moon, Triton. This time we're going to look at a more broader area as opposed to the narrowed down area that we saw. Now, like the last moon video I did about China, people have their doubts, and there's nothing wrong with having doubts. I think you should. My only issue is that people need to really pay attention to, one, quality. Why is it that we have real crappy low-res quality photos? Why are they spot blurring? Why are they doing the things they do to these photos? If they're supposed to be raw, untouched photos, you should not see any of that, period. So even if you see the rest of the stuff in the photo, which looks like artificial structures and whatever, you can put all of that aside if you like. Those two questions alone and observations should put a red flag in your head. That's what you should be thinking about. The other thing is, too, you can tell where there's purposely put artifacts and some that are natural compression artifacts. And some of these lines do not add up with the artifacts, meaning if you see something with a straight or 90-degree angle and it doesn't go with the compression artifacts, then that's in the photo, not a compression artifact. Keep that in mind when we look at these photos. Now, let's just jump right into this. I'm going to show you we can get this. This is from the same page we did the last video on. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Let's jump right into it. Here it is right here, Lumen Astronomy, and it says Titan and Triton. Of course, we're looking at Triton. Go 3/4 of the way down. We did this one last time, figure 5. This time we're doing figure 4. Much broader area, right? Credit goes to NASA, JPL, and USGS. Okay, so let's have a look at this photo, and I turned it around 180 degrees, and you'll see what I mean here. Let's just jump right into Photoshop. All right, again, question the quality. Now, this goes out to the people who are doubters, and I don't mean this facetiously. I mean, if you're the one sending a probe, a lander, whatever you want to send to any moon, planet, or body, would you not send the best camera possible to your destination, meaning this moon? Yes. The answer would be overwhelming yes. Why do we see areas like this on the upper right? This is untouched, by the way. This is their photo. Completely manipulated out. You should not see this at all, but yet you do. All of this is a complete mumbo-jumbo. Or is it? We're going to have a much closer look. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just go right into the full enhancement, and then I'm going to show you some little detailed areas. Let's just zoom into this. Now, I don't know about you folks, but right here alone, I'm seeing what looks like a square, like an outline of a square, or at least half of a square, right? Let's just zoom right in. Folks, like I said, they do the same thing that they do on these Mars photos. What do? They try to eliminate all lines so that you cannot see the objects in question. Of course, it's right here. It's kind of spotty there, but you get the idea. This is in the photo, nothing done to it. Why are we seeing this right here? Look at the other lines and other shapes in here we're seeing. This right here. Why is it that we're seeing this? Look at this piece right here. Look at the levels of this object. It's literally going down like this here. Like it has multiple layers or levels, but there's so much more in here. Now, let's suppose we look at this photo, and we only see maybe 1% of this photo is actually the real deal. For example, let's say there's a structure right here, okay? They don't want you to see it. So what I would do is do this. I'd square up the whole area. I would then take texture from this area and clone it and put it on over this area. However, it's probably 90% untransparent. So in other words, you can see through a little bit, but not all the way through to see the object. But what you do see is lines. So what do? Bring the lines out and see if we can bring this object out. That's the whole idea of this. You just have some crazy looking things in here. And I'm going to show you just different spots. We're not going to get into the whole thing. I do pretty much this area right here and some areas down here. Okay? So let's get into full enhancement. There's so much more in this photo. Oh my God. Let's just start with this upper corner. This alone. I'm seeing shapes in there you should not see. And not so much a shape, but yet height as well, as opposed to some of the lower areas. Okay? You can see something right here doing this. And you can see what looks like something down here just below that. Clearly, this is not natural. This here. Look at the lines just coming out of the photo. But again, blend it, blur it, do whatever you got to do to it to try to keep it out of the photo. Something right here. Check this out. This here, you'll see this in a moment. This is pretty cool. This area here, I believe, is the item that we looked at last time. It was off in the far left of the photo and looked like some kind of square object sitting there. But because we're further away now, we're seeing things a little differently. It's not the same exact details, right? Okay, let's just back out. I'm going to do the full enhancement. Now, I'm just going to zoom in, folks. There's so many angles and weird stuff to see in here. I'm just going to circle a couple areas that I find interesting, and then I'm going to let you guys decide as always. I'm just going to circle a few things. Like I said, this piece right here. But it doesn't stop. The whole area is like this. This right here. Notice how it actually has a cutout here. And it looks like something round sitting here. But you can see this thing doing this to the back, and then it stops, and there's what looks like pieces down inside here. This object right here. This square. This is what I showed you earlier. If we go in here, here it is. There's two of them, actually. There's one right next to the other. Right here. You guys can see that, but it does this. Goes across. Looks like it's a little bit manipulated here, but you can see the line going up like this. Going like this. This one, like I showed you earlier. What could that possibly be there, folks? Look at this. Okay, so there we go. They're in the photo. All we're doing is bringing the lines out, okay? That's all we're doing. I'm going to go back and forth for a couple times. You can see those things are actually there. This is the raw photo here. And stop bringing it out. Look at the other shapes in here, folks. This doesn't look like something you should see in nature. And we'll go just to the full enhancement. Keep going, bring out more of it. And folks, look at this. I'm seeing things we should not see on any other planet or moon because we're the only beings that are special. Remember, there can't be life anywhere else in the universe, at least according to NASA and these other space agencies, so on and so forth. What do you guys think? I don't think that's the truth at all. It could be further from the truth. Again, look at some of these objects, and I'm going to go ahead and put arrows and things like that next to them. You can check out yourself. Stop this anywhere you like and have a good look, as usual, with your magnifiers. And tell me what you see. This, folks, there's tons of stuff in this background. Look at this. This object right here, I believe, is that square thing we seen last time. This looks like this weird bridge type thing. I'm not sure what to make of that. You have other interesting objects here. Look at this whole area right here. This is crazy. Look at the actual landscape, folks. See this right here? Look at this. In fact, I'm going to rotate this a little bit. Look at this. What is going on here? Looks like some giant structure or something like that. Or this is combined to be a giant structure as well as its landscaping. Look at this right here. How is this natural? And it's very, very well hidden, but I can see it right here. I can see this right here. We can call it like a peninsula because it kind of sticks out. Here. Okay? It's right there, folks. You can see this if you have a good high quality monitor. You can pull this stuff out rather easy. There you go. Put it back to normal. This area here, look at the way these are cut out. Over here. Again, look at this mess over here. What is going on there? You should not see detail in some areas not. You should not see that at all. You can see bits and pieces like this. This item right here. Completely rectangular. And we've seen this in the other photo and video that I had done to the first potters, but check that out. You should not see that. Other pieces here. What we're looking at, folks, is objects that we can drag through the manipulation. Now, what these are, haven't got a clue. I'm going to assume from the size of these things, like again, keep in mind, we're almost looking at least a good 1/10 to 1/4 of this moon, right? And you folks remember we did this down here, where it looked like this road type thing, or canals, or whatever they may be. And we saw what looked like structures right here. right alongside this area. So there's much more in this photo than meets the eye because, again, the manipulation. And even if you were to believe none of this, that doesn't matter. I'm not here to force you to believe this. What I'm saying is just the poor quality right off the bat should be a red flag. Secondly, again, why the fudging? Why the manipulation? Why are we seeing such things on any moon, planet, or body in our solar system? We should not be seeing this, and yet we are. How is that possible? That's the first thing I question, and this goes way back. This goes back to the Apollo mission photos. Why are they so piss poor, and why the manipulation? It's a raw photo, right? You shouldn't see anything in here that looks remotely intelligently made. Again, we're seeing bits and pieces, only the piece of the iceberg. They want you to believe this is melting ice and it's just creeping along, but this is what I see. And like the last video, we've seen things in there clearly that are intelligently made. Who put them there? How long has it been there? Why was it put there? God only knows. But there it is. Stop the video right here and have a look at it with your magnifiers and tell me what you see. And there you go, folks. Folks, I said this time and time again. All you have to do is question two things, and I've said this already a few times in this video. Why is the photo quality such trash? And why is it being manipulated? Spot blurred, digitized out? They're putting in compression artifacts themselves, and it's not the photos artifacts? What's the deal here? Just them two alone. Just question those. Again, I'm not here to force you to believe anything, but I'm seeing shapes in here that don't look natural. As always, guys, drop your comments. Let me know what you think. I want to hear your thoughts. Please like and share. It is always appreciated. And don't forget to give the video a thumbs up so that YouTube will share it. Folks, I got some more crazy ones coming up, so stay tuned for that. Anyway, folks, as always, thanks for watching. Always appreciated. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.